Hey guys, this is Breanna from Beaver Fever. I'm here filling in for the boys this week, and I'm going to talk about my mod setup that I have. So what I've got right now is the swag box from Vaporesso, which I absolutely adore. It's a perfect little setup. And then I've got the ESTOC. I can never pronounce the damn thing, but we'll have the name up there anyways. The ESTOC tank, and I've got my own little drip tip on here. It usually comes with just like a metal one or a black one. So first I'm going to talk about my mod that I have on here. So as you can see, I've got it in blue. It comes in 4 different colors, I believe. So here you have the power button. You have the mode button right here. I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. So I got the power button, I've got the mode button, I've got the up and down arrows, and I've got my micro USB port right there with the battery on the back and 510 thread in here. My little guy goes up to 80 watts if I push the up button here. Ooh, look at him running. Oh, still going. I find pushing the buttons is actually really hard to do. I have to use my nail to really get in there to bring it down. I'm just going to bring it back down so I don't ruin my coil. I like to vape it around 40 to 50 watts, depending on what coil I have in there. So this tank, I also want to mention, does not come with this mod. You usually get the Vico tank. But I have this tank from a previous purchase that I had, and I really love it. And I can talk about that in a minute. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take the tank off for a second. And you can see I've got the battery in here. Now, actually, I want to show you all something that I find a little annoying with this. Don't mind my battery. It's just a weird old one I found online. So it's restarting here. This is something I find highly annoying. Okay, so it'll say, oh, I didn't take it out right away. Okay, let's do that again. I'm going to take my battery off. I'm going to take my battery out. It turns off. I'm popping it back in. This is something I find really annoying. It doesn't really make sense to me. Usually when you restart or turn off a mod, it asks you, well, bloody hell, it's not even doing it right now. Okay, so normally you'd have new coil, old coil, and you would push down for new coil or up for old coil. And it seems like it doesn't matter which button I press, it always goes back to the old coil setup. I can never select a new coil, which is just pointless and kind of annoying. It doesn't take away from the mod. I love the mod. It's really small. It fits perfectly in my hand, perfectly in my purse. It's inexpensive and I love it. It's lasted me so long. I've dropped it, oh God, I don't know how many times. And I'm talking off the coffee table, off the bed, from a desk, nothing. I don't even have something on my glass, and nothing's ever broken with it. It's not even very scuffed up, if you see it. It's very, not even the bottom. It's a tough little beast. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my tank. I'm going to leave my drip tip on just because I think it looks funny without it. I'll stick that down there. So this is the ESTOC tank. ESTOC tank. I never know how they want me to pronounce that. I really, really, really love this tank because of the Vaporesso universal coil that they have. It makes it really different from any other setup I've ever seen. So obviously it's got all the basic features that you would have with the airflow right here, which I always leave open, and you'd open it up and that's where you put your juice. Don't mind me, it's really messy. I need to give it a wash. And then obviously you can replace the drip tip if you choose to. I just like this blue because it matches my tank-ish. The cool part, okay, is if I take the bottom off here, normally when you replace a coil, it's this massive little coil. Or no, that's contradicting. It's this big coil, okay? When you take it out, it's the sleeve and the coil. And excuse me if I'm using these words wrong, but when I take it off, looks familiar, right? So I got this little, my airflow piece off, and all I need to replace is this guy. I'm going to try and turn my hand so you can see it. It's just that. It's literally just that. I think I can get a pack of 5 sleeves for about $10, making it $2. $2 a coil. Like, you can't get better than that. And you just, when you want a new one, you just slide it back in. Put it on. Of course, you got to make sure you're wicking your coil, obviously. New vapors, you're going to want to really look into that and really learn about that. It's very important. Veteran vapors, you know the drill. So this is the box that the coils come in. And it's literally like, yeah, it's that tiny. It's about the size of my mod. Okay, so, oh God. I don't know. I think this is actually a brand new box that I just bought recently. Oh, you guys are in luck. It is. It's brand new. And that's the coils. Like that tiny. That's it. I pop it open like a pack of gum and pop it in. God, okay, I cannot talk so highly about this tank and this mod. It has saved me so much money using vaping to try and quit. Not as like a pastime or anything, as something to do. I'm using it to quit smoking. And having this tank has made it so much less expensive for us. I absolutely love it. The only complaint I have about the tank, and that I've seen with a lot of other people, is, I'm going to pop this back on here. You would usually tighten the top so you don't get any leaking, and then you can adjust your airflow however you like it. My problem was that I would tighten it, maybe do 10 hits off the vape, and I would have a burnt coil, a dried out coil. Couldn't figure out why. Did so much research into it, still couldn't figure out why. Like, what am I doing wrong? Bought new coils. I was ready to give up, and then I found a form that taught me to keep it open a little bit until you see that your coil is bubbling, okay? And it's letting more air in, and then close it again. Something that I always do because I hate burning my coils. It's just such a waste of money. What I'll do is I'll kind of always keep it open unless I'm putting it down, or if I'm putting it down for the night, I'm putting it in my purse, I'm putting it in my pocket, then I tighten it so that it doesn't leak. And I find that helps. Like, it so helps. And with this coil here, I can get anywhere between a week to, I've got it about a month and a half to 2 months out of one before, using the same similar kinds of juices. Like, this is a little beast, and I absolutely love this setup. I cannot speak highly enough for it. It's all Vaporesso except for my drip tip here. And that's about it, guys. That's what I'm using. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me today and doing this hardware review. If you like the review, make sure to leave a like down below and comment as well. We're here to chat with you. So anyways, keep her cloudy.